Okay. So it went live. Hopefully it's streaming out everywhere it's supposed to. Good morning. I think it's doing the things this morning, John. Looking a little jank, but I'll tell you the why and how in just a minute. I'm about to have one of those like Office Space copier moments here. For reasons. Well, I'll tell you guys. Good morning. I'm going to describe this sea of difficulty. So, I'll describe the what, and then we can all kind of scratch our heads at the how and the why, all that. I know a lot of you probably came here just to watch some live streaming, but let me tell you about this. So my kind of like consistent thing, like I'm in life, I'm not a complainer. Like I don't openly complain. I don't try to find the negative. I'm very positive. Like I try to like accept a lot of negativity and kind of brush it off or understand it. Holy capital F-U-C-K, I will say Streamlabs has been a pain in my rear inner butthole. Oh my God. Welcome to the stream this morning, John, Tom, Jess, and Silver Ion. A lot of people don't know that Silver Ion's actually Silver Ions. That's their first name. Such a cool first name. Welcome, guy. Welcome. Nice to have you guys. I spent the entire night last night. I formatted my streaming PC. And right before I formatted, I had a little lined piece of paper and I wrote, I've done this a million times. I'm a PC nerd and I have been since I was 6 years old, probably. And so I wrote down all the things I'm going to install. and all the things I need to back up. Very simple, 2 columns. Copied my Stream Deck settings over to my OneDrive and copied some other settings and a few things. And I'm like, everything goes. So when I do the restore, I log into my OneDrive. The critical file, it's not critical, I shouldn't say that. It's going to be finicky to rebuild, but the Stream Deck has like 5 pages of 30 buttons. And the backup didn't copy. So I dragged the file to OneDrive. And you know how, I guess OneDrive like didn't update, or it decided that it didn't want to like sync that one file. Anyways, I complained to you because then once I got the stream, this is a multi-part problem. I won't complain all day, but anyway, so my Stream Deck is heavily stripped down. I've got like 1 or 2 songs, but we're live. We're doing this. We're going to do it live. But the second part, so when I was on, I'll call it vacation, when I was at the Houston Expo, I used a different laptop to live stream. And Streamlabs is like, oh yeah, you can just log in anywhere and all your scenes will be there. Well, they were there, but they permanently ruined all my back-end systems. Welcome in, Michael. Yeah, so this is what happened. So I use Streamlabs OBS. I'm an OBS person, but I use Streamlabs. I didn't listen to all the hate, but it's convenient. It multi-streams shittily, but on the bright side, Streamlabs support restored from backup from a week ago, my scenes, but that didn't help. Streamlabs stores a whole bunch of settings and scenes outside of their cloud backups. Anyways, it's a real shitty, like, finger through the toilet paper mess. I stayed up till 11 my time, but my body was still on Houston time, so that was like 1. Anyways, long story short, we're playing King Kong. I hope it sounds good and I hope it looks good. Time will tell. Oh man, oh that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Busted chops. I don't think he intentionally meant it to hurt, but there must be something better. What is Jeff? I'm just joking. I know Jeff from Dirty Pool uses uses regular OBS. OBS is basically like open broadcast software, and I just use Streamlabs, which is like the skinned version, if you'd call it that. So it's a skinned version. It has a few more features, but it's known to be bloated and shitty. So, but does the title say King Kong? I'm gonna fucking go home if the title says King Kong. Oh yeah. Oh fuck my life. You know what? I'm not going to change it. Because honestly, I told myself this morning, if it works, don't touch it. Okay, it says Godzilla on YouTube. Okay, well, I'm not going to touch it because, I don't want to waste your guys' time. There's a couple of viewers here, so we're just going to run with it. So basically, my test plan. I said Kong? Okay. Oh my God. Well, after a game, I'll go refill my coffee and I'll stop sounding like such a jackass. But nonetheless, guys, good morning. Happy to see everyone in the stream. And
hello, Earthling.
That was like so well timed, that call out, but I said King Kong. Okay. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. I feel like I'm centered in this mess of craziness. But anyways, it looks like we're streaming. It looks like we're streaming at 60 FPS, and it looks like some of the cameras are mildly where I want them. So I do see a couple elements that aren't working, but I'm gonna fix that later. But
our computers detect coin in pocket.
This is a special report live from Tokyo. We have just learned that Godzilla has made landfall.
yeah, the way anyways. Let's do this. Let's enjoy the day.
I've just been handed another ball.
Shoot the ramps to light the battle.
I should have lubricated the spinners.
To the people of the Earth, the ex-aliens lay claim to Earth's resources.
Kaiju battle ready.
Shoot the scoop.
Deploy Mecha Godzilla.
Godzilla is heading towards the power lines. Godzilla is headed towards the power lines.
Sincere thanks. We've got a new follower today.
Messages from bonus.
A new follower today. Also, if you're looking for new creative ways to support the channel, if you happen to be wanting to do that, over on YouTube, you can join the channel now, and then you get member benefits that are similar or overlapping with your subscription on Twitch. But if you are looking for other ways you want to support the channel on YouTube, stuff like super chats are turned on, all those things. So I just thought I would mention that as a new thing. Oof. Okay.
I've just been handed another ball.
Oh no! Flying saucer!
Okay.
You must feel pretty good about yourself, Earthling.
And yesterday on stream, I was mentioning I had a topic to talk about, but maybe we'll talk about it today. Basically,
Power lines are down.
my topic I wanted to kind of get going in the chat was about the positive mental health benefits of hobbies like pinball and arcade stuff. So that'll be my topic because I'll describe why that was the hot topic yesterday.
I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't seeing it with my own eyes. A giant robot.
Mesa online.
Now there are jets incoming. Heat ray building.
The shield is dissipated. He's vulnerable.
Wallop. Lock is lit.
It seems Godzilla has some help.
Godzilla's heat ray is building.
Oh, I meant to tell you something else.
Generator is under attack.
For those of you that like to play Star Wars, or maybe don't like to play but do play Star Wars. Oh, no problem, Busted Shots. So just quickly, yeah. So those of you that like to play the new Star Wars or will play it in a tournament or something, Mike Vinacore from Stern was at the Houston Expo, and I'm a huge fan because I think of Mike's. I think he saved John Wick. So anyways, when he shot into the Sarlacc pit, he was doing something I was trying at home where he nudges to keep it going around. And so it was working. You just got to nudge enough that it at the right time and it'll go around the Sarlacc pit like more. So I wanted to share that little secret. But if your tilt bob is tight, it might not work. Yeah, nudge like you're doing pops, not enough to, break it.
Godzilla has unleashed his wrath. Godzilla's heat ray is ready. Hold the
Oof.
action in charge. The damage to the city is astronomical.
Bear with me just 1 second. I know I said I won't touch it, but I want to try something. Don't touch it. I'm just quickly trying to make it so I can see the chat a little better. Almost ready. Hold on. Okay, I think it's better. I think I can see it now.
Mechagodzilla Mercy Ball! Mechagodzilla will show Godzilla who is king.
Yeah, I haven't seen a blood red kiss in person, I don't think. Oof. Some of the shots are starting to come back on Godzilla for me. Game, maybe one more game, they'll feel good. Oof. Okay. Oh yeah, I had another topic to talk about. So welcome to the stream, Armstat 2, by the way. Oh, game volume. I was talking. Sorry, yeah, but thanks for letting me know. Expect a little bit of scatterbrainsness until. Have to just mute that song. So, I'm just catching up on the chat. Yeah, so I especially like the grayscale Godzilla. I do, and I like it because then when I go and play it on location, it feels like a different game. That's the main reason. Welcome in, Doc, also, by the way. Okay, so have you guys seen what Nitro Pinball East is selling on Nitro Pinball's Facebook? I might have shared it on my stream too, but talking about yeah, the JJP. That's right. Welcome in, Tilted Spider too. Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't see how many plays on it. For 30K. So John, one thing that I don't think they posted, it's Canadian dollars, I think. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, to be honest, let's say it's negotiable. 30 is actually 20, so US. Pretty much. But anyways, I bet it'll sell. There must be fundraising to buy something, inventory or something. I don't know. I didn't notice either. It could have been a consignment, but I'm not a whale like that. Yeah, Tilted Spider, I've heard that too. And I don't know, the way I think about it, and this is sort of where, you know, a lot of us are probably at most of the time, but like paying for me like 25 US, you could buy 3 premiums or 2.5 premium, 3 pros, 2.5 premiums, new in box, like 4 used games. So I don't know, maybe one day when I retire and realize, you know, the hourglass is ticking. But that's almost like you would buy it just to say you've got it. Like, does it play well? I think I played it at Pinball Expo, but I don't remember. I gotta refill my coffee. You guys keep chatting. I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill. plug my umbilical cord back in. How's the volume now? Can you not hear is the game quiet? I'm just trying to... Volume's fine. Yeah, volume's normal. But again, like I said, I just don't like when, like if I talk that you guys can't hear me because the music's like talking over me. I can set up like audio ducking where kind of like in a podcast where one person can talk over another, but I don't really like to do that either. How are the flippers sound? I like them to be like kind of ASMR, but not too loud. Okay, so yeah, just before I start to play, I want to tell you guys, so I told you that I won a playfield at the Barrels of Fun tour. Now, I noticed something very different about the Barrels of Fun playfield versus all of my Stern playfields. The clear coat is so thick on the Barrels of Fun, it's like smooth like glass. And that I've never seen. I never noticed before. And then I came home, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty thin on Stern. So I'm gonna try to show it on camera later. I didn't want to lay it on the playfield glass and like, I gotta lay something down first, but it's like so smooth and thick. Like the clear coat is like, it seems like it's like a couple millimeters, 1/16 of an inch thick. And no, like smooth like glass. But then when you look at an angle on any of the Sterns, I looked last night, they are all like minorly textured where the paint is. So I don't know, have you guys noticed that before? Yeah. Well, I feel like Black Knight Sword of Rage might have had a slightly more smooth or thicker clear coat because it rolled like crazy on there. Oops.
Great job!
Kaiju battle ready.
Shoot the scoop!
Godzilla's heat ray is building. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A giant robot version of Godzilla.
Laser cannon ready!
Sloppy
We will
jalopy.
return after these messages from Bonus.
I'm having troubles where to look this morning because my windows are very different. But Yeah, so Tilted Spider, the clear coat on that Barrels of Fun Labyrinth playfield I won, it's like thick glass. And I just wondered if, like, is Dune like that? Are they all gonna be like that?
This is incredible. Utterly incredible. This bridge is really taking a pounding. Godzilla multi-ball.
Godzilla will show Godzilla who is king.
So I bought this shirt, Godzilla shirt from a vendor at the Houston Arcade Expo. And it was in with the souvenirs for my wife and daughter. I told my wife, like, oh yeah, I got you that shirt. Oh man, it's too big for you. Oh well, I'll keep it. It's like 3 sizes too big for me. Because it was for me.
That guy wants the power line activated.
Godzilla seems quite ready to attack.
Yeah, I know. It happens to me sometimes on a set.
Power up his leg.
Godzilla has been thrown into a rage. Now there are jets incoming.
The power lines are down.
Yeah, I would say the clear coat on those Barrels of Fun playfields looked like automotive. It looked very cool.
Our absolute control and be governed as our colony.
It seems Godzilla is powering up.
Yeah, disassembling it all and then putting it back together. Humpty Dumpty style.
Choose your battle. Gigan. Godzilla versus Gigan. Not even the mighty Godzilla can save your planet. That is all. Ha ha ha.
It's Mecha Godzilla.
Not reading the ball super well, but I can't tell you how grateful I am.
We are prepared to conquer the Earth.
I can't tell you how grateful I
Damage to the
am
city is astronomical.
that the live stream is flowing at all today. It's funny because I was going to talk, well, I will talk about how pinball in general can be like a huge positive stress reliever. If you get too intense, it could be a stress causer. But yesterday, I'm telling you, I had like the worst day at work. And I came down, I'm like, going to hammer out a game. It's like it flicks a switch. It turns your brain into positive mode. Even like working on the stream rig all night, like The duct tape camera rigs, it's so funny because like Dustin Echoes was like, hey man, I don't know, is there any way we could run a stream from my house? Wouldn't that be cool? And I could read that he really wanted to do it. I'm like, I'll make it happen. And as he drove me back to the hotel, I was just running it through my head. And on the way out the door, I'm like, you know, if only we had a mic stand. If we had a mic stand, I could make it work. And he's like, it's in my garage somewhere. And his garage looks like most garages, full of stuff. And so we played a little bit of, we looked around, I'm like, is that a mic stand? And we found it. So by some fluke, we found it. I'm like, you know what? I brought a tripod. I'll duct tape. You have 2 rolls of duct tape over there and a shovel and some bags. I'm not sure why those are all together, but I'm just kidding. I'm like, you got some duct tape. We can pull strips. I can make this hang over. I've seen it before. We won't have all the cameras, but, and I brought my kind of like work laptop with no GPU, so it wasn't perfect, but I had some lighting and I had, anyways, we sort of made it work, but my laptop was just baking. It was way too much for the laptop. But yeah, but to be honest, I'm gonna figure it out because I really enjoyed doing it. And I can picture each show I go to, if there's maybe a friend in town or a bar, I want to make it possible. So one of my side quests is to create a somewhat portable rig that I can at least, because you need almost 3 cameras no matter what. You got to see the scoreboard, and you got to see the player, and you got to see the camera. Worst case scenario, you don't need the scoreboard, you just call it out. Welcome to the stream, Boots, also. Just chatting in between a few balls here, but having some absolutely mid-level Godzilla playing. So, and the other, so let me circle back. So I was talking about, I was talking for a minute about how pinball can be so good for mental health. I believe a lot of you probably know that. But it's somehow like, because it requires all your attention and a bit of your physicalness, it somehow like snaps you out of it. Like I came home, I had a shitty day at work. I told my wife on text message, I'm like, just so you know, I had a shitty day at work. I'm probably gonna be like a little bit of a dick tonight. So I'm gonna try my best and you can try your best and maybe we'll just like, it'll go away. So some of us followed those instructions and some of us participated in anyway. So we didn't have an argument, but we just didn't have a positive arrival home from work. And so I go downstairs, hammer off a game. I don't even remember what I played now. And it was like reprogrammed. I go upstairs, I'm just like, so I don't know. Does it do that for you guys? Does pinball, or I think pinball would do it more than arcade games, but is it an outlet, or like, do you use it to hit the reset button? Because that's what it did for me yesterday. It hit the reset button. I needed a reset. I needed a hard reset. Like I was just insurmountably in a shitty mood, and couple games, like I said, what did I even play? I think I played Kong before I moved the rig, but yeah, it was a Control-Alt-Delete. So, but yes, Michael, please, if you can, yeah, connect with me on, I mean, my email is grownupadjacent@gmail. If you ever want to email me, anyone, by the way, that's my email, grownupadjacent@gmail. Email. But yeah, I would appreciate that because I just want something that I can, you know, either take with me locally or pack with me on a plane and bring places. Another way I was thinking of designing something is basically like a photography flash stand, cantilevered with a camera too, because then I'll get like carbon fiber and it'll be light. Like, I like to fly places, so hopefully I can. But yeah, if you can, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, so Tom says, that's a giant pinball nerd. Don't obsess too much that it affects family, is my opinion. Yeah, I think it affects. So, in my household, I think my wife and daughter are aware that pinball is a positive part of our house. That's why I'm enabled. Like, it did hit the reset button. She knows it. I know it. I'm gonna go to work today. It reset me. I'm not holding on to yesterday's shittiness. I'm gonna pack my lunch and go to work. And that's cool though that your dad plays though, John. Armistead says pinball is like replacing the picking a fight with the wife after hard day work. Yeah. I mean, I've had it be like that for sure, but yeah, so it is like a tactile antidepressant or a tactile Control Alt Delete. Ball save, ball save.
Destruction jackpot ready. Get ready.
Yeah, like I should have like come in the side door and played my pin. I should have even stopped upstairs yesterday. Oh, yeah.
There is massive destruction everywhere.
Yeah, like even a bad pinball game is better than a bad day at work, basically.
We will unleash monsters to destroy your civilization.
Godzilla appears to be getting more powerful.
I never know what to choose at this one. At 20 seconds. Stay in Tokyo.
Godzilla versus Geiger. People of Earth, you will
Yeah, so
discover that defying
Michael,
us is a mistake.
I work like 8 minutes from home too, and honestly today I was like, if work goes bad, I'm just gonna come home for lunch, like work on my pinball rig, and then go back for the afternoon. Like,
Great shot! It is my expert opinion that the ball should be returned.
I like it when the auto launch like skill shots for you.
Mega Godzilla's shield is gone. Ball 2 locked.
I think a little bit of Kong. Okay, so Boots, do you think the shots and layout on Kong are as awesome as I do? Like, I feel like
Multi-ball.
I love the shots on Kong for lots of reasons. So I was talking with Dustin Echoes when I was at his house in Texas, and he's like, I've never played like the same game like for 2 hours straight, because he has a good variety. And
Destruction jackpot builds.
anyways, I was thinking I might run the same game 3 streams, because I seem like I'm only just starting to get like good after a couple hours of streaming.
Godzilla will show Godzilla who's king.
Godzilla's lights are starting to glow.
Shitty heat rate. Why did I think it was going to be more?
Ghidorah has been dispatched to Tokyo.
We are tallying up the damage done to the city thus far.
Yeah, we're always here for you, Boots.
Shoot again.
I think reading the chat is actually like, reading the chat and participating in the chat as a streamer is like actually almost more important than the gameplay. That's my excuse for my mid-level gameplay some days. For like from where I'm sitting, I have the chat window to my left, I have a little tablet with it right here, and I have it up here, and I have it over there. So like wherever my eyes are, I can see what's being said. Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, we like to keep it kind of like easy going around here. I think we're all aligned on that. And also, so the sound alerts should be working today. The channel has a significant delay, by the way. It shouldn't. I can look into like how long.
We are them.
Oof.
We can't tell what's happened yet.
Oh, YouTube
We'll
chat
send a
has a
report
delay.
as soon as
That's
we know.
interesting. 26 seconds. That is interesting. I'll double check that I'm in low latency when I go live next.
This is the sound of one person clapping.
So, again, I think you guys might appreciate the technical side, but basically, when I did a restore of my Streamlabs settings, it didn't restore any of the settings. So, it restores your scenes, but it corrupts all of them. So, I have a single finger salute for Streamlabs, and I mean it. No, but actually, truly, their support was good, but their product is not good. It is not a great product. It needs more resources to make it not shitty, or they will not be in the business of streaming software forever because everyone hates it. But right now it's working. I have 0%. I don't have a single dropped frame on this stream, so I take that as a win, and then I'm gonna tweak it later. I'll touch a few things and then I'll fucking ruin it. But yeah, Armistat, I will check and make sure when I go live it's in low latency mode. That is a thing. Because yeah, chat is important. And we'd also welcome you over on Twitch. You're also welcome to hang there.
Everyone evacuate the area now.
Oh, man.
We will return after these messages from Bonus.
But yeah, Doc and Armistat, I will try to look into that because I'd like the experience to be good wherever people choose to stream. A lot of people stream YouTube on their big TVs just because the YouTube app is there, but Twitch is also on the big TVs. So, Twitch is also on, well, on smart TVs. I mean, if people have YouTube on a big TV, they probably have it. But, I'm going to let the flippers cool a little bit, even though I had.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special report. I'm getting reports that Godzilla has
Yeah, Doc
reappeared
Imagineer.
nearby.
I appreciate that. Twitch is. There's a lot more toys to play with on Twitch. Mind you, as far as like monetizing on YouTube, I can do a few new things like memberships and super chats and that. But, you know, subs on Twitch are huge too. So, you know. And also, huge shout out. Johnny Button was very generous and gave a bunch of subscriptions away yesterday. Top contributor to the channel. The only thing that's not working on the channel this morning is my leaderboard, so I'll be adjusting. It's just blank for reasons. I don't know. Piece of crap. Okay. Ooh. Shoot again, thank God.
News, the ball has been saved.
Shoot the scoop.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, Armisat. I did a side-by-side comparison on the, not a side-by-side, a one after another comparison on my like large TV in my basement here, and Twitch was a better picture. I don't know how to explain it. It just was better, but I can't explain why. It was just like, 5% better, like sharpness, frame rate. It was a little more compressed on YouTube, but still it looked fine. It could have been the settings at the time too. But I will try to fix the chat delay. That's not cool. I'll try to fix the chat delay.
Is astronomical.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
No, CNK, I used the wrong promo code at Nitro, so this is what they sent me. I'm trying to remember if this was my second pinball machine I bought. I think it was the third. I think it went Stranger Things, then Foo Fighters, then this, I think.
The tanks are getting closer.
That's the second time I've had that little like
Tell what's happening.
flaccid drain.
Send a report as soon as we know.
Unsub, I know, right? Oh, it was almost the same thing.
Don't worry, we'll be right back. I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't seeing it with my own eyes. A giant robot. At any moment, this building will fall. Rock is lit. Get to the roof. Godzilla is approaching the power lines.
This was new when I got it about a year ago, I think. Or 6 months ago. Probably has like 200 games on it, maybe. You can check later. And the reason I chose the 70th was purely because the premiums weren't on the line for like 3 months when I had saved up some money, or I don't know if it was a bonus at work. For some reason I had to buy a machine then. I didn't want to wait.
Heat ray building. Godzilla's heat ray is building. Godzilla is getting ready to use his heat ray. Stand back. Jets are being deployed to deal with Godzilla.
So one thing I'm really looking forward to, Armisat, is the ability to stream at 4K or stream at least 2.5K.
Show Godzilla who is king.
So YouTube I can stream at 2.5K, 2160. But Twitch I'm on like a waiting list. I certainly hope that becomes a thing.
Throwdown joins the battle.
Generator's wires are overloaded. That truck in the bolt's a metal sandwich.
I missed my heat ray. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's back. No, it's gone again. Shit. I missed my heat ray. Oh my god. Amateur hour.
We are tallying up the damage done to the city thus far.
So some of my carryover humor from my growing up in the 90s and 2000s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I might have told this on the stream before, but basically in my household, we were very like comedy focused. Like I would watch Saturday Night Live with my dad when I was super young. He thought comedy was a huge part of how people should, approach things. It created a level of unsocial sarcasm with him. But anyways, my daughter goes to like this kind of small school, let's just say. And one time I was there, I'm like, oh man, it's like amateur hour. And like one of the guys who was like, I may be like a little more conservative than me. He's like, what do you mean amateur hour? I'm like, the middle of the day when, never mind. I don't know. Top three. You can't put me on the spot. Cheeseburger, chips, cheeseburger. That was another one. From the 80s. The one I do often is when I hear people like talking about like, yeah, so I got a new Mustang 5 liter, so, but I got a GT, I got a Cobra, so that's one of my favorite ones. When you hear people, especially non-diagnosed or non-self-aware people with ADHD, they don't realize that they have to, in conversation, one-up people in a non-offensive way. They just don't realize they're doing it. So someone's like, "Yeah, so I bought a new car. It's a 2022 Volkswagen. Yeah, so I got my 2024 Audi. So like just immediate one-upping. I love that one. What else is good? All of SNL is. I mean, I think it used to be funnier, but I think it's still funny. So, and yeah, so Armistead, I'm going to turn the game up again because I turned it down. Making copies. Totally.
Have you considered a different source of amusement?
Breaking news. The 30-story tall monster has just walked out of the ocean.
But yeah, so also Armistead, I think Twitch is doing some testing with higher definition gameplay. Don't forget always, Twitch is primarily like variety social streamers and gamers that don't play at 4K. So yeah, I know, but so some of my other favorite streams, I don't watch many streams, I'll be honest. I don't watch many, but I usually don't miss a Wednesday over at Flippin' Out. And on YouTube, they stream in 2.5K. So I just think if I were to ever stream in 2.5K, I have to make a permanent change because you would have to make changes in, I mean, you're right, Tom, the playfield camera is the most important, but you have to make changes in the camera, how it outputs, how your capture card receives it, how it's on your scene. You'd have to create a new scene, and then switching back would be hard. So I would switch over. I mean, I've got the hardware to do it, I think. Like all my cameras are 4K cameras. They're just set to 1080p. But yeah, Joel and they're 2.5K. in between 1080p and 4K. I think they're 2160p. I'm pretty sure. I know. So, so talking about like, I'm very self-aware that I am not like an Instagram model, but like under this lighting, I look just kind of, I would say, passable as human. But when I was on location at our friend Henry's, like the lighting was not favorable. I was like, I can't like, you know, I look like an absolute like bloated troll, but it's who I am. Mole.
Shoot the ramps to light down.
I shouldn't sit there with the ball trapped because it's just timing my ball save away. It's not smart to do that. If you want to decide to shoot, what to shoot, do it before you launch, because I think my games have a pretty generous ball save set, like 15 seconds or something. So like a post-launch ball save. I don't know if they're rigged, but I think they might not do far away giveaways items. I don't know. I've not really noticed that, but face rude. Well, so CNK, the goofy thing was like, yeah, I don't understand why the audio was doing what it was. We tried different microphone configurations. Audio is a very hard part to make sound good in live streaming pinball. And at home, I have a mixer to my right. There's 4 microphones picking up game sound. So you get, and I can control it from here. Each of the 4 cameras have a microphone, and the laptop has an array of microphones. So getting them all to not conflict is extremely challenging, because you turn on Windows and Windows is just like, hi, I fucked your audio up completely. I know you disabled that microphone. I re-fucking enabled it. It was very hard, but the one reason why I invested in this mixer and added microphones was from watching like tournament play and other streams, and you can't hear the game clicking. And I like to hear that metal sound, that wood. You know, when you're playing like an EM or a game with like low audio, you can hear the ball rolling on the wood. Like, I love that. That's like the ASMR of pinball. So yeah, when I was on location at my friend's Dustin Echoes, it was not repeatable. The laptop was like on fire. It was a Lenovo work laptop, but an X1 Carbon, like a new, pretty good computer. It was not designed for what we were throwing at it, even with a couple cameras. So, yeah, I know it's a running joke that their giveaways are rigged, but so talk about rigged giveaways. Okay, so Pinball Expo, if the guy who won the John Wick that they were giving away, he was right there. He was the first guy. He was standing right. They handed him, like, that felt rigged. But also I feel like he is probably a retiree and he probably put $2,000 in. I know people that do that in RC racing to win. Like, if there's $1,000 RC car at a giveaway, most of our races that I've put on, we have $1,000 RC car as the prize. And you buy tickets at fundraisers, but people will buy like $400, $500 on tickets to make sure they win. But yeah, and so you'd be surprised, Armistat, how loud a pinball machine can actually be with the glass off. It's like offensively loud. Welcome in, Rinsler. Also, nice to have you. But yeah, so at this last expo, I put in $200 into the, like I didn't want to bring home any more souvenirs, but I had some cash, so I was just like, fuck it. I didn't win anything.
Godzilla is now making his way to the city's main line of defense.
Shoot the scoop.
Those things are closing in on Godzilla. Godzilla.
Come on now.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. A giant robot version of Godzilla.
But they did the, so Documengineer, they did the draw live though. So like they pulled the ticket out and he was 1 foot away from it. That's what made it. I was like, what? And I think he probably knew, like, hey,
Return after these messages.
I put in $2,000. I'm gonna win. Like I'm not even really playing the rules of this game today. I'm just kind of having fun. But the chat's been nice, and I missed you guys when I was out of town. To be honest, my morning stream pals.
Godzilla appears to be getting more powerful.
Yeah, so they did the drawing live, but let's be honest, like sleight of hand, you could easily hide or drop it, you know? I'll tell you how I think okay. No, at the other expo. I'll tell you how I think it was rigged. I may or may not be bitter about it, but hold on a sec. Okay, I'll tell you how I think the draw was rigged at Pinball Expo in Chicago. I'll let the salty flow. I'll tell you how I think it was rigged. And this is in good fun, folks, but half of me is convinced I'm not wrong. So it was one of those big draw drums where the sound for the game was turned down, by the way, I'm sorry. It was one of those big draw drums, and some of the tickets were folded in half, like completely folded in half. So the winning ticket was one of these ones that was completely folded in half. So the person drawing, if they're in on it, all they would need to do is feel for one that's like they were in there forever. All they need to do is feel for one and be like, ooh, it's folded in half. I don't know. What do you think? As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's it was folded in half. It was probably at the bottom. Or they had one in their hand in between their finger, you know? But could you imagine? Yeah. And I am sort of kidding, but I was like, what? Because all the tickets were not folded, but the winning one was like folded 3 ways. I'm like, really? And the guy was right there. One thing I can guarantee also, there is no one you have met or know of in your life with larger trust issues than me. When I was in about grade 2 or 3, during my elementary school Christmas concert, we came home from, it was like 4 days before Christmas or so. We came home from the Christmas concert. We're talking about my trust issues here if you're just joining the chat. We came home from the Christmas concert and our entire house had been robbed. Like everything from every closet, every Christmas present, every tool from the garage, like the whole place was cleared out. So there's no amount of counseling that will fucking there's no amount of counseling that will ever, and I didn't really go to counseling for that, but I'm always like eyeing up a situation. I'm like, which has been really good in business. Like I can really spot a bad deal. I can spot a bad contractor. I can spot a motive that when people are trying to negotiate. It's been really helpful to have that like extreme trauma. So we come home from the Christmas concert, there's snow on the ground, but there's these footprints that go behind the house. And I'm like, that's weird, because it started snowing before the Christmas concert. And to answer your question, Doc Imagineer, yes, it was an inside job. At the time, we had like a housekeeper, someone we knew that everyone used in the neighborhood. And this is back when like, and we had an alarm in the house. I should say that we had an alarm, and but the alarm was one of those ones that you used a key. And the only window in the house that wasn't covered by the alarm was the bathroom window in this particular house. And the only person that knew that was the cleaning person. And we found out like a couple years later, because she ended up getting some form of cancer. She told us that it was her son who did it. Like basically on her deathbed. It was just... So anyways, trust issues. Like I'm always looking at a situation, I'm like, and like I can really read people because of that. Like, and so when I'm dealing with contractors or negotiating, I can really kind of like spot their angle, because I don't fucking trust anybody. I don't trust you guys. I don't trust anything. It's not that bad, but it was definitely like a... And so like they stole, like both my parents never wore wedding rings. They had ski suits. They never went skiing again. It was one of those things that was just like a turning point. And so yeah, trust has never entered the chat. But I mostly have gotten over it, and actually, to be honest, Vernicious and like Jay Biscuity knows, I trust strangers. When I met Jay Biscuity and Johnny Button in Chicago, we just like kind of arrived at the hotel at the same time. I give these random strangers a hug, and they're like, "Hey, you want to get in this car and go for a drive?" I'm like, "Sure, that sounds excellent." So yeah, I do trust people now, but. It hasn't completely ruined my soul. Finally, I timed the heat ray properly.
You got achievements.
Good can come from all this destruction.
I know, it was nice. It was so memorable, Jess. You guys are some seriously good people, and so far 100% of the people I've met from the stream in person have been really good people. So CNK, no, I don't. Should I? What should I ask them?
It seems Godzilla is powering up.
Yeah, documentary. I feel like a lot of us have that same hobby. Did I also tell you guys? Sorry, one second. That's the lowest mode failure I've ever experienced. 250,000.
The damage to the city is astronomical.
So you mean like phone number verified CNK? Or like, I know a lot of people turn that off in the settings, but I think I have that. I think I turned that off because well, Tom, you know what it's like with our laws here. They're pretty strict.
Godzilla has unleashed his wrath. Mechagodzilla Multiball.
Mechagodzilla will show Godzilla who is
Godzilla's such a long player. I nudged myself into the out lane. Nudged the wrong way. Oh, every time from that ramp.
Tallying up the damage done to the city thus far.
Congratulations!
Enter your initials.
CNK, if NASA doesn't need me verified, AP sure as fuck doesn't. Do you mean American Pinball? I don't know. Yeah. I had sorry guys, I had the game volume turned down there for a bit because I was talking, but yeah, verified only chat is you'll miss out on. A lot of people don't like to have their name or email associated with anything because it can get hacked, but yeah, that's stupid. One of my things that I'm irritated about right now, so I have a funhouse, a Pedretti funhouse. It's basically brand new, but it needs a code update, and I'm like not able to update the code. Like, they sent me the various different codes. I've tried a handful. I bought like 6 different USB sticks, all different sizes, FAT32, tried everything. It's just not updating. It's kind of upsetting, but so Vernicious, it uses a USB update, even though it has Wi-Fi capabilities. So in the options menu, when you click on USB, it does nothing, which is kind of annoying. Just does fucking nothing. But it's supposed to boot to USB and self-update. It just never updates. So I copied the file that they sent me. So Space Junk, this is an excellent question. And one of the reasons why I share experiences is so you guys know, how it works with different vendors. Surprisingly, Pinball Brothers, when I had ABBA, they had their support was like 6 hours later. Did I need support on American Pinball? No, I didn't end up getting. I had issues with my American Pinball. It wasn't a brand new machine. I mean, it's still here, but they were, I think, used kind of like the previous person that borrowed the game kind of neglected it, I think, but yeah, who is it? The ABBA guys, Pinball Brothers. They had pretty good support. I think I was having a geometry issue with that game because, so they had 2 shots. Like the Macer cannon here is pretty hard to hit, but you can hit it. Theirs had a sling in the way. So it was nearly impossible to hit. It was a geometry issue no matter what. And then the other shot, like if you need to hit this pop bumper, you can, but there was a sling in the way. So it was a minor geometry issue, but sorry to cough right in there. But yeah, so Vernicious, to rip up with Ubuntu, I don't know. So I put in the USB in Windows. I create it in Windows, copy the file onto the USB, put it in the like Raspberry Pi that's attached to the fast board, and then boot, and like just nothing ever happens. Oh, sweet. We got a new follower. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just chatting. I'm just finishing up the stream because I have to go to work so I don't get in more shit. But yeah, maybe I'll do on the next stream. I'll talk about it a bit more. Maybe you guys know how to update a frickin' Pedretti. It's a fast system. It's not like a janky system, I don't think. No, it is unzipped, but it is the right file. It's like a .code file. Like it's no, it's just they just sent me a single file. And so I copied it to the USB drive into the root, just like they said. Yeah, I'm going to email them back today. I'm going to try it one more time because I think the 2.0 code is oh my God. I think the 2.0 code looks fun. Are they losing? Yeah. I'll message them. Do you know which one? Well, I'll look them up and message them on the Discord, their Discord. But yeah, I gotta run. I'm gonna head to work, be a little bit productive, try not to, have a shit day today. I appreciate you guys coming to the stream today. It's been a pretty active chat. That's one of my favorite things about doing this. So sincere thank you to you all. But have a good day. Okay, it's the guy with the glasses. That will help. I think I know who you mean. But yeah, I'll be on later today. I'm going to do some work on the rig, so I might time shift a little bit. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. This has been fun. I hope your day is free from trauma and drama, and you don't create existential trust issues like I have. But and also those trust issues don't remain, by the way. They've been dealt with years ago through, self-destructive behavior. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. But yeah, have a good stream. Have a good stream. Scatterbrains.